dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
One set. 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, Blount, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 44.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go option up. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready? 45, 45, Mike, 45. Over. Hey, check Mike, 45. No, 45. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Here's Murray from midfield. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's the battering ram Blunt. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. LeGarrette Blunt unable to use that big frame to his advantage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4th down, even.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Let's go,
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. They gonna need some therapy.
Murray again, second and 10, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Throwing now is Murray. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now Ryan. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They toss to Freeman. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Blunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a carry for Blunt. LeGarrette Blunt, the 30, 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On first down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going deep downfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Four yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
You ready?
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that just enough to get it done.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
20.
On 2nd and inches, Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 28-yard line.
Pick you up.
On 2nd and 9, Murray got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's good for the Cardinals.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's got it complete to Perkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 3, check 3. Check, check, check.
A final shot before half from Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Tuesday.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Check 13, 25, check 25, check 25. Shoot, watch the shoot.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Well, Butler was the second of 3 receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Now, Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top in speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurry up. 58, come on. I want that. Get it.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Under 10.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Murray now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man completes it to Butler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now Ito Smith, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first down carry for Smith. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 41, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on second and long. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Andy Lee now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Down, ready, we're ready.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Jones has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They go back to the ground now with Smith, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hey, express!
Try to punch it in with Smith. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Got it. Come to me, it's me. Hey, South. I got it. 54, South.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Max Crosby. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Murray to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's able to take this one back to the 36. Line.
Big 6 all day. Don't do this.
Over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Check 22. Check out. Team spill. Hey, sprint plans.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
33, Cardinals 16.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do going.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.